I'm Roxy Eloise, and today I get to read to you my little ring light on there. Angus, the little white fluffy cloud who fell in love with the sun. And I have permission to read the whole thing for you. So I'm very excited. I love this book. It is educational as well as entertaining, and I think it is the best type of children's book, and you get to see inside today. There we go. I wonder whether to change the camera around or just shuffle over. Oh, shuffle. It says, if you look up at the sky, maybe you can spot a little white fluffy cloud that looks a bit like Angus. Cumulus clouds are clouds which have flat bases and are often described as puffy, cotton-like, or fluffy in appearance. Their name comes from the Latin cumulo, meaning heap or pile. There we are, there's Angus. And I think if we all look up into the sky like these two are doing, we will recognise little Angus's. Look. Angus, the little white fluffy cloud, loved the sun, and he was quite sure that the sun loved him too. Her glow warmed him all over. His millions and trillions of water droplets reflected her yellow heat and sparkled like diamonds. Angus loved the sun so much that he asked the four winds to blow him closer to her. He could only imagine how lovely it would be to snuggle up to the sun and feel her warm embrace. We have the west wind and the south wind. The winds from the west and south were kind and wise, so they refused to create even the smallest of breezes to send him on his journey. Little cloud, you must never float too close to the sun. She will dry you up and then you will disappear, said the wind from the south. No, little cloud, we won't help you get closer to the sun, said the wind from the west. The little cloud didn't believe them. So he asked the winds from the north and the east if they would help him get closer to the sun. The north wind laughed out loud, and the little cloud could hear icicles clinking together in the cold wind's throat. You are a very silly little cloud, said the north wind. Then the cold wind blew Angus further away from the sun. The bitter east wind said that of course he would help. He suggested that they should meet first thing in the morning. As the east wind spoke, his chilly breath puffed little bits of the white fluffy cloud away. That night, Angus gathered moonbeams and twinkles from the stars to give to his love, the sun. Look, collecting the moonbeams. He was very excited. He was sure that she would be delighted with his gifts. And there he is, with his twinkles and moonbeams. Very early the next morning, the sun rose over the horizon. She blazed in all her glory and beamed a wonderful smile at Angus. The east wind blew in from a distant freezing land and began to blow and blow. The east wind's gusty breath was chilling all the moonbeams and twinkles from the stars that Angus had collected became frozen. As Angus was blown towards the sun, he opened his fluffy arms wide to show her the wonderful gifts that he carried. The moonbeams had frozen into huge shards of ice, and the twinkles from the stars had become snowflakes. Together, they shone in the sun's rays like bright chandeliers. As Angus floated closer to the sun, the frozen moonbeams and star twinkles began to melt and drip. Angus was so upset that he began to cry. The sun beamed a great big smile full of love. Look at poor old Angus. The rays from her smile passed through his tears and the drips from the melting gifts and created a wonderful rainbow that arched across the sky. And we got a little bumblebee there, a little drip on his back. The drops of water fell to earth, topping up the seas and rivers, sprinkling onto fields and gardens. Angus, the little white fluffy cloud, slowly disappeared. There he goes, getting smaller and smaller. His big wet tears caused people to get in their washing and put up their umbrellas. The sun was really going to miss Angus, the little white fluffy cloud. Though the sun was sad, she continued to shine and her rays warmed the earth. Very tiny, invisible droplets of water evaporated from the seas, rivers, ponds and puddles. They rose up with the warm air and floated high into the sky. When the air began to cool the water, droplets huddled together and something magical happened. The next morning, when the sun rose and peeped over the horizon, she saw that her friend Angus, the little cloud, was waiting for her, all fluffy and white again. She beamed a great big smile full of love and joy, which made Angus very happy. And me too. Look out for more stories from Lesley Cordell and Eileen the Gamma coming soon. And there we have it. Angus, the little white fluffy cloud who fell in love with the sun. Now, if you enjoyed the reading of Angus, then please go and support Lesley and buy her book for her. Also, give this video a like. And if you'd like to see more content from me, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my video and I'll see you next time. You're so sweet.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm a human.
I know.
I've got rights.
Yes, you do.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello. Are you coming to visit? Come to visit, yeah. I come to visit. Good boy.